welcome. I did not have an intro, but I have a teeny tiny video for you today. We are building a food stall. We've not done that in a while. Last video was a souvenir shop. Now it's a food stall, and I promise we're gonna go back to habitats soon enough. So yeah, we are in our old zoo. This is the first time we're ever building really something for the guests in this zoo. So far we've been only building enclosures and obviously areas for the guests, but everything was about the animals. So today we are actually building for the guests in this zoo, and it was so hard to find inspiration pictures of old food stalls. You wouldn't believe how hard that was. Maybe I googled the wrong things, but I did not find anything. So this is more or less from how they look in zoos that still have old stuff in them. So there's a lot of German zoos that still keep older buildings like this, because why would you get rid of a food stall as long as it's still functioning and safe and whatnot. So this is kind of more this, and also memories of how it looked when I was a kid. So it's really nothing special, which is also why I put off posting this. I built this ages ago, because you can also see it with the old moving thing, like the last video. I've recorded this ages ago, but I've been putting off posting it because I was like, oh, this is not really that exciting, and then the pack came out. I wanted to do other things, and so it was kind of on the back burner, but we're back here. And I also kind of think that in the old zoo, and if you've never seen any of the videos of this, we are building a zoo kind of inspired by how it was in the 20th century. So not everything is really how you would expect it from a zoo today in terms of, animal welfare. But, today we're not doing that. Today we're just doing an old food stall that kind of fills this area. And why I'm saying this is because I'm thinking maybe next to it I want to put the sloths. We've not built for a lot of the animals from the new pack, so I kind of want to do that. Yeah, I think this could work here. I'm not entirely sure though, but it's definitely not on my list of things that I've planned for this. I've also not looked up how sloths were kept before, if they were kept in old zoos. So yeah, just this part is kind of imagination. It's the food stall was imagination. The sloths are gonna be imagination. Maybe like I said, not checked it yet, but I kind of want to put them there because they're the first really exhibit animal that I feel like fit. I won't make it walkthrough, but I kind of want to put it in there. I don't really see an old zoo have this type butterfly thing or bats. Although, funny enough, my mom told me that when I was little, we went to a zoo and they had a bat exhibit, which I don't remember, but she is so sure that we've seen that and that she really liked it. So yeah, I don't know, but so apparently it was a thing, but I'm also not that old, so yeah, but apparently in the 90s that was a thing. I don't remember, but yeah, so there's not that much to say. I'm also kind of a bit in a hurry because today I was visiting my mom, and I went home today because I knew I wanted to record and had some other stuff to do, and all of these things included my computer. And so I went home, and the first thing that I meet is a construction worker that tells me that they're gonna turn off electricity in my building today. And they were like, it's only a few minutes, but I was like, when? I would like to know so that I don't start doing something and then lose it. And, now that I said it, I'm gonna quickly save this. I'm gonna interrupt myself here, save this, and then continue the rest of the voiceover because I'm so scared that I will lose something. Alright, how does it feel to be saved? You are now saved. The file is saved. Power's still not out, so who knows? I hope that the power doesn't stop me from uploading, because obviously when the power is out, my router will be out, so who knows? But yeah, let's positive thing. That is not gonna happen. Oh my god, there was so much that I wanted to talk about in the past few weeks that I was like, oh, I can't wait to talk about that, but now it all feels gone, and I don't know, not relevant anymore, which is so stressful. I actually started a note on my phone and write down things that I could talk about in these voiceovers, but there's also something about the build that I really wanted to say. and I do not remember. But what I'm doing now, what you will see me now searching, is actually kind of interesting because I've never used the piece that I'm going to use. You see me searching the piece right now. This piece, never used it before. I think it's from the Europack, right? But this was so perfect for this. I've seen it, and the sizing was right. It looked right. It was perfect for this. But one thing that I will do later here is that I will add like fairy lights, and I will delete them probably because I think that is a very modern thing to do. These like outdoor fairy lights that are kind of like strewn about. I think an older building like this would have had like properly installed lighting and not have just like fairy lights added to it. I think that's a very modern thing to do, like a very Tumblr kid kind of thing that kind of stick with it. I think that, even businesses now do it, but it just kind of reminds me of like girlies on Tumblr doing their room. Like I was one of them, not making fun. I was one of those, but and I still am. Fairy lights add to everything, and I love using them in Planet Zoo as well, but they just don't particularly fit this, but I didn't notice while building it. And I even remembered that and thought that doesn't make sense, so I couldn't recall if I had deleted them in my recording, which I didn't, but I only ever saw it again now while editing. So yeah, and we're doing these windowsills. I wish there was more like preset things for this. I think we do have some, but they're rarely used, and I never use them, but I always think I wish there were more. Like I would use them if there were more of them, but I don't know, I've never seen them used for this purpose, and I never use them for the purpose, but I always want more of them. Does that make sense? Not really, but I want something just because I can't get it, very poetic. But yeah, I was kind of struggling with this part here, and I do quite like the shutters, but I did do another thing with it. Like the shutters don't get attached. We'll delete them later. But I do like them, but I do like it better the way that we did it later on. I wish though that I had used I wish there were options to change the color of the interior of these. I get that they are matched with the product that they're selling, but I wish that they would be toned down a bit more, because for this build particularly, I did consider covering the colorful parts up, but that's a lot of work. I could have used the counters, but then with the counters I'm always like, I have to put something behind it, and it's kind of tricky. So yeah, I don't know, I wish we could just change this like very bright color. The same also with the stalls. They have this bright color, and if we could just change that color to like a wood brown, and then it would be so much easier to cover up, but can't have everything. But yeah, in a few seconds there you will actually see me put in those fairy lights. I did keep it in the video because it looks cute, and I think when we're getting to the point where we update this to be a more current zoo, we will add those fairy lights back in, but for now I don't think they really fit this. So yeah, I don't know why I kept this weird twisting there, but yeah, we'll just add some details now. I'll keep you for a few seconds of music, and then we are back with a very, very quick real-time look at this. All right. Okay, so I'm keeping this paused so that the masses don't run over here to the first and best food they've ever seen. No, seriously, this park is 9 years old. This is the first time they've seen food. No wonder they're running, but we don't want them running right now. So let's actually keep it paused. There's no animals to miss here. But yeah, like we've done over here as well. This is very manicured, very clean, and these are the fairy lights that we're ignoring for now. You know what? Maybe I'll just keep them there because it's really just such a minor detail, and I don't know. Whatever. I'll make up my mind. So over here we have the actual stalls, and like I said, it annoys me that it's so pink, but those are actually fine. I think it's very good that the Fry's sign actually kind of looks sort of old school-ish, so that's fine. I don't know what's with the light. It's very glitchy for some reason. Well, it was a second ago. I don't know. And I do think I cut it out of the video because it was very twisty and turny and it looked weird. But the lower side here is actually colored bamboo because it looks kind of sort of old, and you know, to me that felt fitting. And yeah, let's actually go around. There's not much here actually. So either, you know, right here or over there across. I am thinking I maybe want to do the sloth, but I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. And I think from here it just looks so cool to look at the terrarium, and you know, maybe we put an animal here. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I find it really hard to do these like filler things in this park because you know, I love filling areas actually. I do like building very lushly, and you know, that just doesn't feel fitting here. So that is the actual challenge here. But yeah, I don't know. I hope that this feels like an old-timey thing to you and that it fits, even though I made it up without reference, which usually I do for this specific zoo. But yeah, I don't know. It felt fitting here, so let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree, and I hope to see you around another time. So thank you so much for watching. Bye!